Hey, welcome everyone in this new video tutorial about Diablo Dungeon Generator. In this video we're going to take a look at branching points. So this is just going to be the same logic we used for our stepping back system. But before we dive right in, I just had to say sorry again for the videos recorded using a wrong resolution. I'm really sorry about that. I think I found a way to prevent that from happening. So we hopefully we shall not have any more videos like this. So, and also I wanted to talk about the bug I discovered in our previous video regarding additional tiles not being connected to each other. I actually found out that our logic was properly working. Our additional tiles are actually being connected to each other. It was just in the examples we found, they weren't connected to each other because I had a pretty low amount of extra connection. I had actually 5 extra connections, and if I put that number up to 20 and I hit play, they should be connected to each other if they don't spawn like this. Quite a funny setup actually. So if I hit play, we can see they are being connected to each other like this. And if I hit plus, I mean, when I hit plus, it's regenerating the dungeon. So yep, we can see they are being connected to each other. It's pretty fun. And we don't have any end tile actually, do we? Oh, we don't? How is it? Why is it so? I know how it is possible. It's because, okay, I know why. That's because the generator spawned stuff. It started here, then it spawned that tile, this one, all these tiles, and it spawned that tile in the end, and then it spawned additional tiles, and then it said try to add the boss tile, the end tile, I mean, but it couldn't find any tile. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to go on our generate level function. We're going to go in our generate layout function. And we're going to try to add the end tile to the layout. And if we cannot find a tile to the layout, we are going to try to step back. So actually, it's kind of, we want the same logic that applies here, except we want to add an end tile. So this might looks like a function with this. So this sounds like a function. We're going to get that. We're going to collapse that to a function, and this function is going to be called step back. We cannot. We already we have an integer called step back, so we cannot call that function step back. We're going to get rid of that integer. It found it in our it bugged. Actually, it bugged. If I hit compile, it's going to tell me the step back. It did not find the step back integer, so it actually bugged. We're going to go back in our generate tile layout function. We're going to delete our step back variable. We're going to call that function try stepping back, actually step back, and it's actually going to need a starting location, I believe. Oh, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't need a starting location. It just takes the, yep, it needs the number of step back. No, because we're resetting it, so it steps back once. We don't need to set that anymore. It's just 0 by default. We're going to promote that to a local variable. It's going to be 0 by default. We're going to promote that as well. the previous location, which we're going to hit compile. So this says we stepped back once, we get all the tiles in the layouts, we get the previous tile, then it works. Then we're returning the location we found. So this is a step back, and we might need to promote the generic type and the wanted direction to a variable. And this is it, I believe. If we get back in here, we want a random direction for our generic tile we're just adding, and we're going to call step back. In here we want to add our bus tile, our end tile. I keep calling it bus tile just because it's likely to have a bus inside of it. So if I hit play, we can I believe we can no longer have any layouts without bus tiles. So this is it. We fixed that bug, and I'm going to make that a video by itself in order to shorten their duration. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.